Why
I'm
are
not reading
people
that
eating
paragraph.
Tide
That one's
Pods?
boring.
Yeah. Why
Why?
are
Why
they
are?
eating Tide? Are we too old to understand the
I,
fascination in eating detergent?
absolutely. I
I don't
definitely am
know
too
the we
old.
do not know the way thing. Like, so I definitely don't get Tide Pods.
The
Oh,
eating Tide Pods meme continues to be one of the more baffling parts of 2018, which is impressive since we're just 4 weeks into the year. But the ramifications of the meme continue to rise. Earlier this week, the American Association of Poison Control Centers, the AAPCC for short, uh, released another alert warning consumers not to eat the laundry pods. The number of reported cases of teenagers intentionally eating laundry detergent filled gel capsules this year has more than doubled from 39 incidents on January 16th. On January 16th? To 86 as of January 22nd.
That was 3 days
Holy
ago.
shit. They 39 cases to
There were
86.
39 cases of it in the entirety of 2016 and 53 in the entirety of 2017. And we've got 86 by January 22nd of 2018.
Apparently
At
they
what point do
lost.
we start blaming the pods for being so tasty looking? You know?
I was thinking, well, they should
They
just put
do
something
look
in the
tasty.
Tide Pod to make it taste really bad. And then I
Like
thought,
laundry
do.
you know
detergent?
what? I bet there's something in there that
Yeah,
tastes terrible
it's
already.
the detergent. Yes.
I do remember as a kid, I don't know if Tide is still the same way, but it used to be a powder. It was white and it had blue, like sparkly crystals. It looked like candy. Maybe it still does. But they taught us in school that even though it looks like candy, it's really not. And they would put it like stupid people will sometimes eat it because they're not like us. They don't realize it's not candy. And I was
I
like,
was about to
oh.
ask, were you in some special classes for them to be talking about this? Like, does it sound like
They
something they
didn't
tell
teach
the
you not to
general?
eat detergent in school?
No.
So there's a thing that if you eat a ton of nutmeg, that I don't know how much, but it will make you high and trip. And I have friends in high school who, it was probably like freshman year or something, and they were like, oh, I saw on the internet that like if you eat a bunch of nutmeg, you can get really high. And so we're gonna go to Elliot's house, on after school on today on whatever Thursday it is.
We're gonna
And
clean his
we're-
mom's spice rack out.
and we're gonna, first we'll stop by the store and pick up some fucking nutmeg, however much you need, and then we'll dip on back and eat the nutmeg. And I was like, that sounds awful. I'm not going, and I have hockey practice, so I can't go. Let me know how the nutmeg is. And they're like, all right. And so they went the next morning, all of them but one of them. It was like a group of 5 of my friends. All of them but one was not at school. and so I was like, Aaron, what the hell? Like, where is everyone? And like he was looking like bad too. Like bags under his eyes, like just looked shitty. And he was like, oh dude, Drew ate like 5 spoonfuls or whatever, and then we all ate some, and I ate the least, but I just couldn't muscle it down. And a couple of them, they were just throwing up for a while, and then they kept saying the room was spinning so fast they couldn't get rid of it, but it didn't go away. And so the next Monday came around, and Drew, my buddy who went like all out, like ate as much as he could, came to school on fucking Monday after he was comatose, doing nothing all
Weekend.
I didn't do it, Kyle. I would not eat nutmeg.
Not you, the person in the chat who's saying they did.
Oh, okay. I didn't even read that.
Not all
part.
about you.
Well, I don't read all of it. Yeah, you're right. That's narcissistic of me. But my buddy who did it on that Monday, he was like, I still feel weird. Like, it was 4 or 5 days, and he's like, my vision's not quite right. Like, I just feel like shaky and just feel sick. And so,
Fuck.
lesson to you kids, steal some booze from your parents' liquor cabinet instead of eating nutmeg.
Scissor.
Yeah, or drink whatever rappers do.
Codeine.
Codeine. Don't actually do those things either.
Yeah, this is terrible advice.
Just have a down home American cigarette.
Yeah, there were so many of those weird things that we did and that kids did, and like especially like the mid, like around 2008, 2015. It seemed like, and I think the news media was just blowing things way out of proportion. And a lot of times, like find out the new craze: snorting condoms tonight at 7. It's like, how many people snorted a condom to make you do this news story? Because I think it was 3.
Yeah.
I think 3 condoms got snorted nationwide, and all of a sudden you've got to do a whole fucking expose on it. And now tomorrow, 300 kids are out buying Trojans.
Oh, it's the same thing that like the media does now with social media, where they'll be like, "There's a craze of kids eating Tide Pods," and then it's like, "Well, really, you found 5 tweets and 3 YouTube videos, and now there's a huge glut of these things cropping up."
Yeah,
I
like a
love-
legit one. Like I remember the
Promulgating it.
cinnamon challenge. Like that was cool.
Yeah, I think
Like
was
nobody
funny.
got hurt.
Yeah.
yeah.
It was funny to watch. Or the ice bucket thing when they were raising money for whatever neurological disease that was.
Lou Gehrig's maybe have 3 letters in it. Anyway,
LHS or something. I'm spacing out on that one. But in any case, all those celebrities dumping water on themselves, and some found a little funny twist to it. And when everybody was doing that stupid dance, and the Harlem Shake.
Yeah.
You did a Harlem Shake.
I did a Harlem Shake.
Funny.
I did. It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
A woman is trying to end the cinnamon challenge after her son's death.
Oh, fuck you. Your son was a pussy.
You know
if
what?
Cinnamon killed your boy, then he was not going to make it too deep into the world. All right? Cinnamon?
This is really funny. Should you be one of those internet types, an avid YouTube watcher, a Tumblr pre-user, this is like 2014, a Facebook scroller? It's quite likely you are. And if you've made it this far, beware. Memes can be deadly. No, you probably won't have a conniption fit from watching too many GIFs or a stroke from scrolling through the
Jesus.
Fat Jews Instagram feed. But should you try to replicate some of the allegedly harmless idiocy that occurs in those slapstick videos of assorted challenges, you might not come out alive.
Okay,
Apparently,
boomer.
someone breathed enough fucking cinnamon to ruin their lungs.
Dude, you'd think I'd be anti-okay boomer because of my age, but I'm not. I fucking love the whole okay boomer thing. My Facebook feed is filled with insults on younger people that aren't accurate, and that bothers me. Like, these guys think they're going to start a revolution. They can't even start a lawnmower. Okay, boomer. Oh my god, it's just all these dumbass old people like me insulting young people with these sweeping generalizations that are bullshit. I love that okay boomer is an effective comeback that apparently older guys don't like.
I saw some funny like tweet where someone was like, I'm dreading when Kamala Harris or Pete Buttigieg calls Biden a boomer and ruins the whole joke. Okay, boomer. Yeah,
They rip on millennials ruthlessly. They rip on Gen Xers. They think they're so much better. And of course, every old generation does that to every young generation. But I don't know, something about this time around. They just seem to genuinely think that everyone who's 22 is a boy in a dress and, doesn't understand genders or something like that. And it's just, okay, boomer, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, boomer. All of our boomer listeners, that's you, Woody's parents. I mean, name a more boomer vacation than going to Israel.
I don't know what a boomer vacation is. A cruise.
A cruise. Okay, fair enough. That's it. A cruise around Israel. Boomer one. But yeah, I don't know. Boomer memes are funny until they get too big, and just like every meme, it stops being funny. You have to wait for the new thing to come.
I was surprised that Trump got booed at the UFC event. That was
A little
I
surprising.
love
I
seeing
heard, but
politicians.
I
yeah.
thought
get
that was
booed.
his fucking crowd, and
But it was
he's
New
got a
York.
close.
Yeah, it's New York, right?
It was Madison Square Garden, right?
Yeah, so there's going to be
Yeah.
liberals there. But it's also his hometown.
It's a cage fight. He's got a close relationship with Dana White.
Mhm.
You see Dana's Instagram that he and Trump were like by themselves, like backstage watching the prelims in the green room and stuff, and then they booed the shit out of him though.
Sorry, Kyle, jumped on you.
I was gonna say I see like some like awards or certificates or plaques on the wall behind you. What's going on there?
We started. Those are Guinness World Records. We have I haven't put up all of them. Some of them are still at my parents' house, but they
They need
said
a bigger room.
yeah, those are like for food stuff. I need to do them again. I kind of been slacking this past year. I think I only did 2 this past year, but I want to do a couple more. But yeah, at one point I had 15 Guinness World Records, and then obviously some people, will beat some records and stuff like that. But some of them haven't been really touched. So
Now, do you
it's
beat
fun. I
existing
don't know.
records or invent things and then pitch it as a record idea?
I have never actually pitched an idea yet, but I think I will just because, I don't know. I have some like crazy ideas, or like I'm very good at drinking anything. Like I can drink anything, doesn't matter the taste, the consistency. I can get it down. I know it's disgusting, but you put anything into a glass, I can take it down.
What a worthless
I want
superpower.
to propose, yeah, I want to propose something really bad that nobody would do. So yeah, no, but all of these were either broken or Guinness told me, hey, would you like to set this?
I can see
you
you on the
front load
X-Men.
your
Like,
records?
Xavier, hear me out. Watch this. Anything in this cup, I can kill it. I should be an X-Man.
Do you like front load your records when you're showing them to people? Where you're like, this one, heaviest deadlift after 3 queso burritos at Qdoba. This one,
Ooh,
most
that's a good
bench
idea.
pressed while at BAC of 0.09. And then like you just kind of like leave them to keep looking. But all like the ones of like most ho-hos eaten at 2 p.m. at a 7-Eleven. Like that's not that impressive. Like
Funny
Kind
enough,
of
like
front-load
all
it.
of them
That's what I
are
would
just
do.
food related, none fitness. But like nobody really ever comes down to my basement. This is like my workstation and stuff. So most people, this is usually like a disaster where I am right now. So nobody really comes down here. That's
What-
just we need to put them
what
somewhere.
record are you least proud of?
Oh, that's a great question.
Wow, I've never been asked that one. It's always like, what's your favorite record? All
Oh,
this
no.
other
No,
Welcome
what's
to
the
the show.
shittiest?
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, I'll tell you one
Hmm.
because it's like it was embarrassing that I still broke the record. But so in Germany, I guess a big thing is to be able to eat a piece of toast. They call it toast bread, as fast as you can. Just one slice, no water. And I don't know what it was, but like when I practice at home, I can take like a piece of bread. I know it sounds easy, but just a slice of bread and take it down as fast as you can. Obviously, if it's just one piece, it's pretty easy. At home, I would do it in like 10 seconds. And then when I did this record, the record was like 45 seconds. I'm like, why is it so high? It makes no sense. And then they gave me the piece of bread. I guess it was different, but it took me like 43 seconds. I still beat the record, but I was like, what? 10 seconds at home, 43, like what it was bad. It was bad. So I'm not proud of that one. I'll put it that way. But I still got this diploma and whatever.
You still got to go to Germany. So
yeah.
Did you
No,
jump
I'm
on the
hosting,
saltine challenge and the cinnamon challenge? And
Yeah, I've
Oh,
done
he's
that.
done them all.
I've done a bottle of cinnamon before, like an entire bottle. Yeah, that was gross. That actually, funny story. So, a bottle of cinnamon will actually make you have like, how do I put this? A cinnamon enema.
Cinnaminima.
Yeah.
Minimum.
The day after having a bottle of cinnamon, I lost 10 pounds.
wait a minute.
Just because you were shitting all the
Hey,
liquids in
Woody.
your body out.
I have a strategy here.
Yeah, no, really. Cinnamon is 100% fiber, right? So you're really eating a bottle of fiber. And I don't know what other properties are in there, but I shit out so much and weighed myself 10 pounds less. Like it was whack.
Was it like
whack.
a Christmassy smelling shit?
I don't recall what it smelled like. It was a little while ago, but I'm sure it smelled wonderful. All my shit smelled wonderful.
Oh, I bet I mean, some of the videos I've watched of yours, like, you have to know going in sometimes that, like, this is going to be a furious shit in about 6 hours. Like,
Yeah.
what's the worst one you've ever had from all your eating challenges? Because I know you've eaten, like, I looked at, like, you ate 25,000 calories of Nutella, but that doesn't seem like it would be a terrible shit because it's just
No.
kind of goo.
That I don't like. I remember I passed out after that video for like 6 hours from sugar coma. But I did like I used to do. So I've been doing a German television show for the past like 9 years. It's a food travel show, and there'll be times we've kind of like my producer has kind of realized that like we have to kind of space it out, and like I can't go crazy in every single restaurant you go to, especially if we have like 3-4 locations that we're filming at. But there was times where like when we were first starting, we would do a lot of locations, and he'd like it started off as a big consumption like program. So I'd be eating a lot. It was just like a competitive eating show kind of thing, man versus food almost kind of thing, but travel. But now it turned into like a food travel show where we're actually like enjoying the food, which is great. I prefer that much more. I enjoy the experience. So initially I was eating so much, and I remember having a shit where I shat so much that it hit my ass.
Like the
Literally.
pile of shit.
Yeah, the pile of shit in the toilet hit my ass. That doesn't flush.
That's an unbelievable amount of feces.
You can't flush that toilet when it hits that level. Like, there is no flushing.
I'm proud if it just
gotta
cracks
scoop
the
it
water
out.
surface.
Dude, it was so bad. Like, I was on there for like 45 minutes before it hit that because I just couldn't stop. Like, I don't know. It was
You
really
gotta be flushing
bad.
as you go.
Yeah, I should have.
Yeah.
You know,
Did
nowadays
you realize that it was gonna touch your ass beforehand, or was that just a pleasant surprise mid log that you're like,
a
what is
pleasant-
it? Something
a
wet?
pleasant
Oh,
surprise. I wish I was vlogging. I really wish. I wish it was like the time when vlogging was like the thing.
You gotta take a shower after that shit. No questions asked.
You do?
Jesus Christ. Now, do you think when you eat like 25,000 calories of Nutella that you don't? How to put this? That you don't absorb 25,000 calories. That at some point your body's just like, holy shit, just push it through.
Do not
Just
pass
push it
go.
through.
Do not collect 200.
Yeah.
I'm a true believer in that where, you know, obviously I'm not a doctor to state that this is actual facts, but I'll tell you, like, I've done eating contests, and in an eating contest, you're eating an enormous amount of food in like 10 minutes or less, 8 minutes, 7 minutes, and you're eating an enormous amount of food. And in my mind, at least, you know, and based on my weight after and the way I looked after, you know, there's no way the body can actually absorb that much food that quickly.
Yeah.
You know, so much is going in there. It's just passing through, you know, maybe you're absorbing 25, 30, 40% max. But the rest is like, you know, I've seen whole pieces come out. I've seen a lot of whole pieces come out. That's for sure at the other end. You know, when you're eating that much food that quickly, obviously, when you're doing eating contests, very often you're not chewing it down to like a fine paste. You're just swallowing big pieces of, you know, steak, whatever it is, hot dog, pizza, whatever it is.
I got a friend that does that at every meal. Yeah.
never choose.
Yeah. Some people don't
What
choose.
was you said sometimes it comes out, you know, undigested. What's the biggest thing that's ever come out undigested, and were you a little alarmed?
Is that a chicken wing?
It's a bone.
Jolly Rancher. Now the
Funny
plastic's gone.
Funny enough, it was a piece of steak, and you could tell it was a piece of steak. And, you know, I'm pretty sure I cooked it. I'm pretty sure I ate that steak like raw or like medium rare, or like it was rare. It was like medium rare, and it definitely came out well done. It's definitely like, yeah. I mean, that's the one thing that I remember. You know, obviously I've seen like little things here and there, but nothing really substantial. The body's pretty good at breaking down a lot of stuff.
You didn't know this was going to be all about your bowel movements tonight, did you?
I was hoping it would be.
Oh, well, you're in luck.
You drank Steve-O's pee?
Yeah.
Did you like get high? Or I guess he's been sober for a while now.
Yeah.
I got to imagine that his kidneys or kidney probably isn't like working very well these days, and he doesn't look like the kind of guy that hydrates. Like what on a scale from lemon lime Gatorade to black and full of blood, where would you say his scale? Where his urine was on that scale? Like I gotta imagine it was dark, angry yellow.
He was very, very hydrated, so it wasn't too bad. He was very nice.
And
Nice of him.
I
He
wonder
didn't get
if his
drunk the night
kidneys
before.
I on the other hand had like hamster piss, and you know, so because I didn't hydrate. So I was we were doing a show for YouTube Red back in August called The Ultimate Expedition. I don't need to plug it or anything, but it's a fucking cool show. Basically, they took 8 of us, and the whole mission was to try and climb a 20,000-foot mountain. So none of us have climbed mountains or anything like that. So we had Steve-O from Jackass. We had Chuck Liddell. That's how I hooked up with him, and I'm friends with him now, which is pretty damn cool. It's probably like the best experience from that. We had a bunch of other people, and the whole mission was, first we climbed an 18,000-foot mountain. We were in a base camp for like at 14,500 feet for 2.5 weeks. Then we tried to climb a 20,000-foot mountain. And during that time, we were filming like little videos for our channels in order to promote the show. And one of the videos was supposed to be me and Steve-O drinking our piss through a life straw. And so that was the plan. That was what the producer said we were going to do. Then we suggested it to Steve-O, and then he's like, wait, why are we filtering piss? Why are we trying to filter piss? It's already filtered. Like, what the fuck? And so we piss on camera into some like pint glasses, and he takes a little swig and gargles my piss. So I was like,
He gargled it?
yeah. So I
You're
was
like, wait a
I
minute,
gotta...
Steve, the cameras aren't on. I know, fuck it.
And so I had to one up him, of course, and I chugged the entire glass of his piss.
Oh dear God.
Yeah.
That's pretty awful.
Like I said, I can chug anything.
Was that the first time you had drank piss?
Yeah, that was the first time, and I'm hoping the last time.
I wasn't.
But it was the
expecting
last time.
I mean, if somebody puts
So
a nice
far.
paycheck in front of me,
Yeah, I've done a bit
I'm not
of
gonna say
research.
no.
What's the
I've done
least amount of money it would take to get you to drink a pint of Steve-O's piss?
Well, I did it for free. Right?
$0.
We know that
Would
you'll
really
do
get
it for free.
Well,
Oh,
no,
you're talking about me?
I mean, YouTube paid me to do the show, so technically, yeah, no.
Yeah,
Um,
Island Woody, yeah.
All right, privately or publicly the way he did?
What?
It has to be, I don't know, publicly.
I mean,
Well, there's a huge difference.
hey,
Okay, privately then.
Public.
Like, it's just the act of piss drinking I'm talking about.
Okay. Because for me, I'd like if just me and Steve-O know about this, I figure we'll keep it under wraps, right? But if I have to like do it on video, that exists forever, right? Like, and that's a whole different story. I guess I would drink. How much of his piss do I have to drink, Taylor?
A pint glass, like a beer
Fuck!
glass of it.
I guess I'd do it for 50. I guess I would. Like that's just such a
$50?
solid $1,000.
Oh, I was like,
That's that's a solid chunk of money, you know.
I
Like
do for 50,000.
Holy shit! I drink a gallon for 50,000.
Get yourself like a 2015 Z06 Corvette for that.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't spend it on that, but man, you're a much.
If I drink piss for
harder
money,
sell.
I'm gonna spend on whatever the fuck I want. That's not going in a Roth IRA. That's not going in the Nasdaq. No, I'm spending on that. What I drank piss.
You're just gonna find yourself drinking more piss next year if you piss it away.
Hey,
Yeah, piss it away.
if I can now drink a pint of piss anytime I want $50,000, then sign me up.
I'd be a
Totally.
millionaire by midnight
If
tonight.
I knew for a fact that every day I could make $50,000 by drinking a pint of piss, believe me, I would do it. I'd be a professional piss drinker.
Absolutely.
I would never work again. Every day, 3 times a day, I'd enjoy my pint of piss.
No, just once a day.
No, 3 times. I mean, every single time I'm getting blown by a model or something because I make 150 grand a day. It's great. And I'm going to be one of those smarmy rich people like Warren
50 grand
Buffett where I
is
don't
more
get a
than
really
enough.
nice car and I stay in like the same place so I can like a passive little flip. That for some reason that part of like being a super wealthy person is interesting to me, is like being one of the cunty ones who are like, and I still drive a Ford Taurus. You know, it hasn't changed me at all. Just knowing how much it upsets the people who see it, who are like, oh, I would buy something dope. I would do this. I would do that.
If you drank a pint of piss every single day and got paid 50 grand, that would be $18.2 million a year.
That's
a good
well
year.
worth it.
That'd be pretty good. If you're doing it three times a day, that's 55 million. So that's way better.
Speaking of celebrities, I thought it was very interesting, or maybe kind of interesting at least. Justin Bieber tweeted that he wanted to fight Tom Cruise in some sort of mixed martial arts fight. And all I thought when I read this was, I bet Bieber is real fucking high right now. And he's actually in control of his own Twitter, because like what a bizarre thing to even say. What a bizarre thing to say, to challenge a man who's 30 years older than you and a multimillionaire. Tom Cruise has got to be worth 200 million at least to a fight.
What, do they have any history at all?
No!
I don't know
And
why
Tom
he
Cruise
was.
doesn't have any history of, like, Russell Crowe, sure, but Tom Cruise has he's got the Nobel Peace Prize of Scientology or something like that.
That's just like the real one. First, I was wondering what the genesis was. Does anyone know? I've read a couple articles on this. None of them explain what Justin Bieber's issue is.
They don't know.
Okay. Second, who wins this fight? Because in one corner, you've got Bieber, who is young, who is of fighting age. It's the same thing. He's also pretty fit. I feel like sometimes he doesn't get enough credit for that, but he looks good. You know, it looks
Bieber
good.
wins.
Cruz, on the other hand, does all his own stunts, probably on steroids because he looks fit. And
Bieber wins.
Or testosterone.
is that
Bieber would for
different
sure
than
win.
steroids?
He's
TRT.
30. He's 30 years
Yeah,
younger.
he's on TRT, right? But they probably have the same
Yeah.
T level. So
Bieber wins.
He might. I think Bieber's like 2 inches taller. They're both shorter than.
Yeah,
I don't know,
they're
they're both
little
kind of
fellas.
shortish, but
Probably like 5'6" and 5'8".
9. Okay.
Yeah, somewhere in there. You know, they're not big guys. I think Bieber wins that fight, but it's the fight that I'm least interested in of all time. Like I can't tell you how little I want to see that fight. I used to love that show. Remember when MTV did Celebrity Deathmatch back in the day with the claymation,
Mhm.
and it was incredibly over the top violent. Why don't they bring that shit back? Like with modern claymation technology, I'm sure it could look even better.
They
I
go
would hope
deep
not.
fakes.
Oh no, I like the claymation. The claymation allowed you to go so fucking vile and like hardcore with the violence, with people being entrails everywhere and eyeballs being pulled out, and then all kinds of crazy stuff
I
would
wonder how
happen.
the loser celebs felt about that. Like,
I don't-
what? I could beat Rosie O'Donnell. Why do they have me losing this thing?
I would think that they would take it well salted. You'd have to be a real piece of shit to be like, oh come on, I could take Jason. But this was bizarre to me. This sounded like Justin Bieber is literally like fucked up to like even put this on his social media. Like it's not like he's got 100,000 followers or 10 million followers. I think he's got like over 100 million followers or something stupid like that. Like
He was
it
number
made
one for a while.
it made news that he's challenging this other A-lister to combat.
Does he want Tom Cruise to be his dad or something? Is that like his way of asking?
I think he just wants the notoriety and they make a ton of money, but he doesn't need either of those things. So it's bizarre to me still. I think
Yeah.
I literally bet that he was watching Mission Impossible with his buddies, and and it came up, and he was like, "I could beat up that guy, save the world my ass, Ethan Hunt. Fuck you, Ethan Hunt. I'd beat the shit out of you, old man. Don't you guys think so? Yeah, brah. You totally beat his ass.
Definitely, dude. Just don't make me get a job.
You know what? First of all, go get me some sushi, and second of all, watch this shit.
I want Tom Cruise to challenge him to a battle of the bands or something.
Yes.
Square off like millennial crazy chicks versus like all the old cougar milfs going to the same concert
But
and
does
having
Tom Cruise play an instrument?
Hey,
No, they're gonna
that's
do
Justin Bieber.
Okay, counterpoint. Touche.
Tom Cruise can dance. You saw him in Tropic Thunder. You know he could win a dance off against that
Jesus,
clicky little
Tropic
fuck.
Thunder you pulled
That's
out?
true.
Not even the
Yeah,
risky
yes.
business underwear dance?
Oh, he could.
No,
he was.
That was too erotic for me. I had to tap out.
That
early.
was my thing.
Yeah,
They could do like slam poetry at each other.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
It's
like
the
rap
most
battles.
uncomfortable thing to watch in the world.
We
don't
almost
wanna
had
see
that
them.
guy that did the. Remember, he did, I forget his name. He was from Philadelphia, and his opponent was overweight. He just talked about how awful his opponent was, how bad it's uncomfortable to be around him.
Yeah, he just cut deep. He just like
oh my gosh.
like some of those. It reminded me of that WWE thing with The Rock. I was telling you about the other day from Saturday Night Live. Like it's like one side is like, your rhymes are whack, your style is too. I don't like you. I don't want to be you. And they're like, ooh. And then he's just like, you're probably going to get diabetes. Nobody wants to fuck you. You can't share a seat with a woman on the bus. Go fuck you. It's just like, oh, God damn it. He's like, you're uncomfortable to be around. It's like, oh, God. I bet your hygiene is poor because there's so much to wash.
We'll
I
see,
bet
but
you-
they're doing a diss battle back and forth. So you should be as mean as possible, right?
But this is like shit that's real. Like on the Saturday Night Live bit, it was like, how like WWE wrestlers do that contrived thing where it's like, I'm here with Big John and the Junkyard Dog. They're gonna square off Saturday night at WrestleMania. Big Dog, you don't like John too much, do you? And Big John's like, no, I don't. When I get him in the ring, I'm gonna tear him apart.
I
And then
hated
it
him
goes-
so much, I molested his daughter.
Yeah, basically,
It's not-
that's what happens. Like the one guy's the Junkyard Dog, and he's like wearing like a leotard, like singlet thing, and he's got like a big club, like a bone club, like a caveman. And then The Rock is the other guy, and it goes over the rock, and the first guy's like, yeah, I'm gonna tear him apart. And it goes over the rock. He's like, we did a little bit of research about you, junkyard dog. Turns out you've got a serious case of herpes. That's right, an incurable STD. Ha ha! Your doctor said it was the worst case he'd ever seen. And the junkyard dog's just like, how did you find out about that? How do you even know that? And it like escalates over and over till he finds out. He's like, remember that one night stand you had 19 years ago? Turns out you fathered a daughter. Her name's Emily, and she lives in Rhode Island. And guess what? She wants nothing to do with you. And he's like, this is getting really personal right now. I just don't like this. What's more, you know that hot chick, Rachel, that's been hitting you up on Twitter? The one you've been spanking it to? And he's like, where is this going? Well, that was me. And that picture was your daughter. And he's just like, oh, God.
I mean, that would really get in your head.
You really took it to a scary place. And that's what that rapper did when he went after that guy. He was just like, that was some mean shit he was saying. I think he literally told him he was going to die early because he's obese.
Yeah, I think that was it. There were like 3 5-minute segments on this. So he had time to say every mean thing you could say about a heavy person. And they were all true and they were all mean.
But they signed up for it. Like they signed up to be in a diss battle.
That's true. That's true. It's not like he just found a person on the street or something like that. But I think the
usually
point is
they
that,
insult each other's rapping and like hometown.
yeah, like your haircut's lame.
Yes. You
No,
did
it's not.
poorly in a previous diss battle. You know, like that's the kind of stuff they usually break out.
Yeah, that's what brings the crowds out. Yeah, those mild PG insults.
This is a body positive rap battle. Sex positive, body positive.
Dude, I'm all about body positivity. Yeah, you're going to find somebody else. You're right. That is silly.
Well, I'm very happy for you, Taylor. I will say,
thank you.
It's not as funny as if you guys had lost. I had all kinds of hijinks.
Yeah, what were you
planned.
gonna do? Bring up the hijinks.
So I was gonna obviously show up with like full.
For background, Dick, he makes fun of me every year when the Blues get knocked out.
Oh no,
So
I get it. Even listening to you talk about how happy you are is making me sick. I was like, God,
I was gonna show up
Fuck this
in
guy.
like full Boston Bruins gear, like
helmet.
The helmet. I was gonna have a stick, the full jersey, mouth guard in. When I smiled, it was gonna be the Bruins logo, and you were gonna think that was over the top, and then I was gonna pull a string, and a whole banner was gonna drop down behind me, and at the same time that day, like today, you would have received a big sheet cake that was Boston Bruins logo, and it was gonna say it could only be you, and the 2019 championship team. And then what was the other thing? It was the cake.
So many things.
Yeah.
Me after a loss.
I had gotten people to like chip in money. Like there was a whole coordinated effort.
Like a singing telegram.
The quartet, the barbershop quartet. Yeah, there was some consideration of a barbershop quartet as well. That was more difficult because you have to write the song for them. And then we decided that would be better aimed at another person we don't like. So we're working on that, and the song's in the process. But we'll talk about that once it gets
another person you don't like.
If it ever materializes, you know what I mean.
I know.
Oh yeah, it could be ones of
that
people.
That is so much more in depth than like that would have been almost worth them losing to see you dressed up and then this little unfurling of a Stanley Cup champions banner.
I was very pumped for like I think that there was a point when the Bruins were up 2-1 maybe.
Yeah, they were up 2-1.
And it was that night when that happened when the main discussions were going down and people were like, "Are you going to order it? Because you need to order it now so you don't have to pay for the extra shipping." And I'm like,
I lost all of them, but the recording is still working. Checking it out.
My bets and just bet on the Blues pulling this out because what am I gonna do with like $300 worth of spike gifts if the fucking Blues win this thing? I can't come out here with that shit.
You would have felt like such a retard if you did
man.
buy it, and you're just like,
eat the cake, the banner, the hats, everything.
Yeah,
and it's not even worth. I mean, at least you can still wear that Blackhawks
that nice hoodie you got
Yeah,
a
that's-
couple years ago. That's a nice
yeah.
piece of clothes. But
It's very warm. It's pretty nice. Yeah, I like that thing a lot. I wear it a lot, and like I was answering the door for Postmates the other day, and the driver was like, "That's a sick shirt, man. I like that. You from Chicago?" And I'm like, "No, my friend just hates these guys. I don't even know."
I called on the Blackfeet for 2 years. I had no idea.
isn't that what you
Stomp all
did?
over you.
Yeah, I remember that when we were playing in the first round a few years ago, and just in the first game, Kyle shows up in $140 Blackhawks hoodie, being like, and no hockey knowledge. The Blackfeet are gonna smother you. Our defense so good. Goalie the best. Like just saying like this nonsense. Checking, hitting, the work.
Really good at
pucks,
skating.
the best skaters. The best. Ask anyone. Like, yeah,
Um,
I'm really excited about it. We don't have to talk about it anymore though, because
No,
most
it's
people
great.
don't give a fuck.
See, I've never had.
It only happens
the
every
only-
52 years.
The only time that I've had a championship team that's one of my teams was I think I got to go back to like the Braves winning the series in '95. I cared about that and I watched all of that even as a young child at like 9 years old or something like that, maybe a little younger, probably 8 and about to turn 9. But UGA has come up short a couple times the last few years, and the Braves, they made it deep in the postseason for like a decade and a half, but they never got back to winning another World Series. And the Falcons, I don't
Have the
remember
Falcons
us.
ever won?
If they did, it was when I was a kid or something like that. I think you got to go back to like early
won
90s,
half a
maybe
game.
80 something or something. I don't know. Obviously, they were right there at it 3 years ago when the Patriots came back and beat them in that incredible comeback. Tom Brady is the GOAT. I'm not a big like Hawks fan or anything like that, but I don't see them. They're not a great team anyway.
I bet if you're a 3, this is as a girl, you get anyone you want.
Yeah.
Oh, on
I
a
bet
Navy
there's
ship?
like a 10 to
Yeah.
10 to 1 boy to girl ratio on the Navy ship. And if
You
you're
have
a 3,
Wi-Fi?
you're a 3 at sea is like a 9 at home.
A 3 at sea.
Do you think
That's
they're
what
on-
we call her. 3 at sea.
Can you imagine you're in the fucking Pacific? You hop on Tinder.
Fuck! It's just the
girls.
same. It's just the same
There's
4
4
chicks
girls.
again.
Well, you've swiped right on the captain. It's like, fingers crossed.
Meanwhile, she has like 5,000 guys
Yeah.
to go through.
Yeah.
You swipe left on all 4 of them, and it's like, would you like to expand your range by 3,000 miles?
Nautical miles.
If you
Now
can
you're
maybe reach the coast of Iran from here.
Now you
I'm
get
pretty sure
Polynesian
Tinder's illegal.
fishermen on there. Yeah. I don't know. The Navy is one of the most impressive
Everyone's
things
job's
that-
like, sup, I'm on a Navy ship. It's all the same. Yeah, that would be funny.
I think trying to think. I think there was a controversy. Oh, we were talking about it with somebody. I think somebody got pregnant on a naval ship or something. I can't remember what the
Yeah, I
controversy
wouldn't-
is.
that
It's not
probably
worth
happens
bringing up
all the
now.
fucking
Did you
time.
hear about that guy that got murdered by the, I think, FBI yesterday?
Yeah, yeah, I
Murdered
did see
by
that.
them.
He,
Well, maybe my choice of words is a little suspect. You don't know what happened. We
yeah,
don't have
yeah, I
details.
saw that story.
Show us
Yeah.
that photo of him with his gas mask on, pointing his rifle at the camera.
Yeah. So this
Gas
guy
mask? I haven't seen
was
that.
making like real deal threats against Biden and some other people, like
Trump.
prosecutors. Not Trump, I don't think. The prosecutors
Almost
who were after
positive.
Trump.
Oh,
Yeah, he was after Alvin Bragg, Biden. He was very favorite. He had a positive view of outlook on Trump, I think. Super duper positive. And they went to investigate him and talk about the death threats he's been issuing on Facebook. And, he's there like all ghillie suited out. He said he was going to use his ghillie suit and his M2 to kill
let me
Biden.
interrupt you because it makes it better.
Yeah.
His tweet was, I wonder if the FBI is still monitoring my social media. Just so you know, I'll be locked and loaded next time you come to visit. He tweeted that with like laughing emojis and stuff. By the way, the photo I saw of him, he's got an AR with that. Thank you for the fucking. That's the perfect tweet. This is a different tweet, completely different Facebook.
He
post.
has
That's
so
what that
many tweets threatening to kill the FBI, President
Yeah.
Biden, Alvin Bragg.
is. The photo I saw was intimidating.
Smith.
That one there's fine.
Dude, the backgrounds are so funny. Like
Yeah.
that's so fucking
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so, like, if you just read through his socials, he's like the crazy threat. Of course, they went to talk to him. And I guess as they went to talk to him, they ended up in a shootout, as he promised that he would. And I don't know what happened play by play, but he's done.
I didn't see, and maybe I'm behind. I didn't see the FBI claim they were in a shootout, that they were shot at.
Yeah, they've been really quiet about the details of it, but I assume
So,
they didn't just.
I would
shooting.
assume. I mean,
they at least saw
would,
a gun.
I would definitely like. They would say that they'd be like, "We were shot at, and so we neutralized." To not say that makes me think, okay, like what was going on?
Look at
Like, this guy's clearly a fucking lunatic.
I got that patch.
What does it say? Infinity
Infidel
strong. Infidel strong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They like come with one of his fucking clips he bought off Amazon. Is that like the resistance bands I bought? Iron Infidel with like a skull on them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something
this
like
is.
that.
I have like a certain detest for this like fucking or gravy seals who think that they're real warriors because they bought a tactical vest. Like cardio, bro. You're gonna need cardio if you're gonna go.
I'm
to
with
war.
you too. I'm with you too, and I think I'm extra
Cardio
sensitive
for
to
sure.
it because I tried to avoid it, like doing it to myself over the years. Like there was a reason I like to wear Air Force Ones and a T-shirt when I did shit. I wasn't trying to be anybody. I wasn't, other than the one guy I was trying. That other guy I was trying to be. but I
Dimitri,
wasn't.
maybe.
You know, what I mean? I'm already playing a character. Let's at least be a I don't know a reasonable character who's not trying to be an army man for real. I like to say army man because it's fucking stupid. That's what he's doing. He's army. He's me at 4 with those green army men. That's what he's doing right there when he's got that helmet on with the.
But even you at
goggles and
4
everything.
didn't think you were actually an army man, and he does.
I had high aspirations, Woody. You don't limit 4-year-old me. Okay, he's got big dreams. Don't tell him yet. I think that it like that guy probably got murdered by the FBI, honestly, like you said. But he almost had it coming because he's on there saying crazy shit. They got to go check it out. And when you go to check it out, there's no way you're knocking. Like, I've dealt with the feds a few times. A lot of times they'll show up in a polo shirt and just knock on the door. Hey, told you we were coming. Wanted to talk to you about this thing. This guy, I don't think he got that kind of visit. I think he got SWAT team showing up ready to rock and roll, and he probably twitched and got shot. It's interesting they haven't mentioned that he shot back. You know, don't show. Oh, you've got a clip that. Okay.
I just typed in FBI on Twitter and scrolled down to see if there.
Oh shit! Never mind. Okay.
Provo, Utah.
Yeah.
Government's scary.
Looks like they rolled up with some sort of SWAT team. It's fuzzy for the audience's sake, and it's dark. So 6 a.m. they had I don't know what to call it, bread truck. You know, the SWAT team with the paddy wagon, big black
like
truck.
One of those big scary SWAT vans.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they were standing.
It's so fuzzy though. It's hard
like
to tell.
Cover. I could identify maybe like 5 or 6 people standing around it.
But as far as who did what to who and when and where and why,
I have no.
There's only one explosion or one bang, but like it ends right after, so you don't.
Oh, I didn't have the audio on.
There's no. Yeah, at the end there's like a, but I would assume that's the bang that the guy died where he was killed. But yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't threaten the FBI. They got
unless you're Trump.
I mean, be careful then too. His judge isn't too happy about the threats he's been making. He's getting trouble for that himself. Don't make any threats to anyone.
I don't think they've talked to him about it yet. It's scheduled. If I have my facts right, and sometimes I don't. He's like, hey, you come for me, I'm coming for you, and he hasn't met the judge yet.
It's good the FBI's taken like threats against the life of the president seriously again. Like, because for a long time you could just do that to Trump. Thousands of people did that on Twitter.
Do they?
Constantly.
Probably. Yeah. This guy's threat seemed a little more hardcore, right? Like posing with the guns, saying how he was going to do it with his ghillies.
People did that for Trump.
It was too many
of
them.
I'm not clued into that. My Facebook feed was filled with pro-Trump guys mostly.
Look, the FBI. I promise you this: the FBI did not at any point say, "Is he a lefty or a righty?" they love shooting people. All right. They don't, I promise you, they don't discriminate. You know, they're coming to get you. They're coming to get you. So don't Facebook notify them that you're locked and loaded and ready for them. Say, have your lawyer go call them and say, Mr. Johnson would
because they want to shoot you. They want to shoot you.
It's all they do is train for it. Well, you've got to understand, it's their job. You know, if you hear like your buddy in the army or military, that your army man friend.
Yes,
he'd love that.
Yes, he would love that. Yeah, army man friend.
Your Marine Corps fucking breacher pointed the spear, motherfucker. You don't get to that position unless you want to. Somewhere along the way, they were like, "Hey, are you sure you're going out for D Delta 5R training?" You're goddamn right I am. Well, you know, you're the guy that goes in the front of the door with the 12 gauge, right? The Mossberg man. That's right. Yep. Well, all right then. Good day. He's going to kill people. It's like you picked that job because that's what you're about, you know. And those guys who were on an FBI counterterrorism team or whatever the fuck they're calling themselves these days, tactical response team. That's what I had the TRP pistol. They're looking to smoke some fools. That's what they're about.
What's the TRP pistol? What is it? What round is it?
It's a special version of a 1911.
Okay.
I don't even remember.
So
but
probably 45.
45, almost positive. Yeah. Smith & Wesson, maybe? It's been a long time ago. But yeah, you don't threaten the fucking FBI on Facebook. Don't threaten anybody on Facebook. So yeah, he probably
people. It's rude.
I hate to say he got what he deserved, but I'm not surprised by the outcome.
That's a good way to put it. I am not surprised by the outcome.
My money was on the dude to win.
You think so?
The gravy seal.
We'll see. It didn't. Based on that clip, it didn't look like a fight even started. It looks like
it would be like
eliminated.
If you had practiced basketball by yourself in your yard with a hoop your whole life, and you started like talking shit to LeBron James. You've never played a 1v1. You've never played multiplayer basketball. Play in your backyard. You shot the hoop.
Yeah.
Now it's time to play in the Final Four.
Multiplayer basketball.
By the way,
let
those guys from Duke know you're coming for them.
That's great. That's what someone who's really into basketball says. You want to play multiplayer?
Those motherfuckers qualify every year for the job that is to come get you. Do you understand that? There's only one. I always think about this when I kill a bug. Dude, don't fuck with me. I have a can of poison with your face on it. They made a can of kill juice and they put a picture of you on it because that's what it's designed to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the FBI is. Leave them the fuck alone. Leave them the fuck alone. That's what they do. So yeah, don't threaten people on social media.
Leave the FBI alone.
Yeah, I haven't been watching as much of the police shooting videos lately. I've been so into these goddamn
good.
video
You need
games.
a break.
I've built up a nice library to go back and binge watch though. Now I think I'm gonna have one of these gummy ropes here in a minute and go see what's been shaking out on the streets lately. See if anything's been going awry.
You know what the last tremendous thing that science did? Okay, well actually, Zevia was pretty good.
Diet Pepsi.
It's gonna be aspartame as a whole. The artificial sweetener aspartame. They've come up with 15 different artificial sweeteners. Cheers. I need to grab
Even though I'm using a zero mod, so it's not aspartame.
Cal?
I think zero means that it's stevia based. Diets are aspartame, and I think zero sodas are stevia.
I didn't even know. I didn't know because I get that
Coke
kind
Zero.
for the Diet Root beers.
Coke Zero tastes different. Yeah, so I have Diet Root beer, and I
have that in the fridge right now.
I like the zero sugars, but this is a zero sugar one. I actually like Diet Root beer better than zero sugar A&W. They are different, but I like Coke Zero better than Diet Coke these days.
I did not know that about the stevia thing, but I guess it makes sense why
you're a Pepsi guy, right?
I like Diet Pepsi, yeah.
I did the Pepsi challenge on this other podcast, Binge Eater podcast, my podcast. You guys should come on sometime, please.
Happy to.
And I did the Pepsi challenge. Have you ever done that?
I've never tried it, but I think I could get it.
Right? Don't you think you would do it?
Yeah, because Coke has more flavors of vanilla and Pepsi has more flavors of citrus.
Yeah, I lost. I guess wrong.
How do you lose the Pepsi challenge?
Well, the Pepsi challenge is just supposed to be like that you don't care, but I was trying to guess. I drank 2 unlabeled sodas, a Coke and a Pepsi, and I guessed them wrong. And I thought never in a million years would I guess those 2 wrong.
Were they in a cup? because
what
I'd
think.
want
They
it
were
to be
both in a glass.
I'd want to be blindfolded, and I would have to open the can. I need to taste
No,
the
because you're
freshness
like,
of the-
I feel like you pick up the can, you're like, this is a Pepsi. You
Okay,
just
well,
feel
then
the
they
weight,
can-
You're like, that's a Pepsi.
I have to hear them. They can go like that for me, but it has to be freshly opened. I could tell. I know I could win the Pepsi and the Coke challenge.
I was just humbled. I was humbled by it, by the
Maybe
whole
I-
experience.
I don't really buy Coke.
Whoa,
hey.
a vanilla
Oh.
Coke Zero.
A
You
new
guys have
challenger
great sodas.
arises.
Kyle, does the
love
back of
mine.
that say that it has stevia or aspartame for the zero?
And what was it called? Diet or zero?
Is that a zero?
Zero.
So Harley
did
says
not-
it'll be stevia.
I thought they were all aspartame.
Put it to the test.
Aspartame.
The good one, yeah.
I'm
the
a
creme de la creme.
liar.
Not on purpose though. Doesn't
It
count.
also contains phenolalaline. Phenolalaline.
Yeah, that always
but
is
that's
there. It's
probably
like
like a preservative
contains
or something.
phenylalanine, and it's like
Yeah.
the fact you're telling me that on every can of soda I drink, and I drink fucking 9 of these a day, 10 of these a day, like that can't be a good amount of phenylalanine to be eating, right?
What is the FDA recommended amount of phenylalanine?
They don't recommend replacing all of your liquid with it. Aside from
This
like
is all
two
I
of these of water a day, and
Really?
then, like protein.
I
And
drink.
have you ever had a kidney
I
stone?
saw.
That's
I
a thing
never-
they say. Never.
I haven't
That's a
either.
lie. So anybody
Does
will
it-
tell you that
Does it
kidney
make you
stone
hungry?
shit-
That's a thing they say.
I mean, how would I know? It's all
Yeah,
I.
it's hard to do A/B tests. Yeah, yeah.
Are your people more hungry because you live on the mountain? No, we are hungry because we work hard. Like I don't know why I get, you know what I mean? Like how am I going to connect
Yeah.
that one?
Perfect.
I'll say this: it's all I drink. It's all I've been drinking for years. If you see me with a water bottle, it's not even water most of the time. It's unsweet tea. Like I'm drinking just like I would go to. I still do. Go to Publix, and they have a gallon of unsweet tea for like $1 or something, and I just fill that fucking thermos up with it and put some artificial sweetener in like a half a lemon, and I go through so many of those a day. But I drink at least a 12-pack of this a day, every single day. This and coffee is all I drink. And no, never had a kidney stone, and I've been drinking soda like that my entire life. I've never really drank sugar soda, but like in my household, it's probably the most white trash thing about us. We drank nothing but Diet Pepsi. We didn't drink a lot. We
My
didn't have
dad
well
too.
water.
My house, my mom's house too. Same.
What
I'm
if
glad
you've
you-
had
I'm glad
a
you
few
said
kidney
that.
stones and you just have a fucking awesome urethra that passes them without trouble?
I mean, I get bloody peas like on Thursdays, but I thought that was just because of all the coffee and
Yeah,
Skims
we
I
all
use for
pee
this.
blood normally.
Yeah. I it's just like you get that sleep, in the corner of your eyes. We all get that from our penises, of course, too, all day, every day. So just a float. What if I was just peeing like grains of rice my entire life, and I just thought that was normal, like crystals?
You might want some penicillin.
So yeah, look, I'm not recommending the fucking Coke Zero lifestyle per se, but it's all I drink. And anybody who said either I have some special ability to not get kidney stones, which seems silly, or soda has nothing to do with kidney stones. You're going to get them if you're genetically predisposed to them. The same way you're going to go bald or you're going to get fat, probably. Like some people, like calories in, calories out. But sometimes you can look at a lady's mother and figure out, sometimes you can, the writing's on the wall, genetically speaking, as far as some things go. Not always, and you can will your way out of anything.